Look, I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, call it audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the game over with the showstopper. So hot, you gotta blow on it. I said I'll huff and I'll puff, then I'll pass to my left while I'm looking to my right. Hit him right in the chest. It be looking like magic, better give me the throne. I ain't talking about Patrick, but I rep my home. I'm never at the end of my zone. I'm bad to the bone, eating up these pigs.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Texans Fan Battle Podcast. I'm here with my boy Crenshaw. Say what's up to the folks.
What up? I'm back again.
And today we got a special guest in the building. We got Mr. Anthony Duckett.
What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing?
Doing good. How about you, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm glad to be on the show with you all. I appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for coming on. It's a pleasure, man.
I appreciate it. Looking forward to it.
So to start off, we'll do the NFL news. There's some surprise cuts and surprise signings. We'll start off with the two, Jalen Smith getting cut by the Cowboys, and the biggest one is Stephon Gilmore getting cut by the Patriots. We'll start off with you, Anthony. What was your thoughts about it?
I mean, Gilmore was in. I guess he was in a little bit of a contract, not a dispute, but I know he wanted a new deal. We know kind of how the Patriots operate. Well, Belichick, at least, how he operates. It seemed like if they're going to give somebody a new contract, it'll be in the offseason. When Gilmore didn't get his, I guess the writing kind of was on the wall. He's been, out for the injury I guess the PUP list for the first couple games. Maybe they feel like they're okay without him. Jalen Smith, he actually kind of struggled a little bit this season. I felt like in some games he was kind of out of position. The timing was a little surprising to me, but having watched a few Cowboys games this season, I'm not surprised that they decided to make a move there. It's just, you don't really see that kind of move in week 4 or week 5 of the season. It was a little surprising from that standpoint. What did you guys think?
Yeah, Chris, tell us what you thought about it.
Yeah, I think the move was surprising. At first, I was going to say, well, that's Belichick being Belichick, but after I read some more, he wanted to play home. So I think it was a good move for him, and they did a solid for him because he did a solid for them. Help him bring the championship, Defensive Player of the Year. So the move really wasn't surprising after I seen that part. So I think it was a good move for
him. The thing that kind of surprised me was not being traded. Just a straight cut, but I guess not being able to play as soon as possible probably hurt his trade value. And then with the Jalen Smith, I think he just doesn't fit Dan Quinn's defensive scheme, and I think that's what hurt him the most. But I think the Packers and the Panthers both got a steal in both players, so. And the Panthers just traded for
C.J. Henderson.
C.J. Henderson, yeah. So they're gonna make you run the ball to beat them. So on a defense that's already pretty good, this got even better.
Yeah, it's good for them because they're also without J.C. Horn, who I think broke his foot against the Texans, right?
I think it was a broken foot. Yeah, I think he's out for the season too. Was last I heard. So I mean.
To get C.J. Henderson and Gilmore, I mean, they pretty much loaded up.
Yeah, that's a big improvement, really big improvement. Yeah. But the rookie was playing good before he got hurt, so it's sad to see that happen to him.
And then I think Gilmore, because of the trade, he's still going to have to be on the PUP list through week 6. I think he can't practice until after the 6 weeks or whatever. So,
yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so for the next couple of games, they'll have to kind of get through it. But again, you're getting a Defensive Player of the Year back, a couple games that makes things a lot easier for you.
Yeah. I mean, and I think their light of the schedule is right. I think week 7. So, I mean, that's perfect for him. I mean, they don't have a tough schedule to begin with, but that Cowboys game was a tough one for them.
Yeah. And then they're in a division where, the Saints, obviously, they haven't really been throwing as much, but I think once you get Michael Thomas back, that might change. Tampa Bay, obviously, they got a lot of receivers: Godwin, Mike Evans, AB. So they'll get him back in the nick of time.
Yeah, that's what I think. Well, moving on, we'll go to what was your most exciting game this week besides the Texans? Again, that wasn't exciting at all. But Crenshaw, I'll shoot to you first. What was your most exciting game?
I gotta go with the Giants, man. The Giants in overtime. They finally got their first dub of the season. Beat them in New Orleans. So I think that was the most exciting game. Barkley, I was rooting for him because he's on my fantasy team. So I'm glad he got that touchdown at the end. So I gotta say the Giants.
All right. What about you, Anthony? What was your most exciting game this week?
So Giants game, well, I agree, it was very exciting. But just because he already picked them, I'll probably go with something different. Even though I think that was the best game. I would probably say the Raiders and the Chargers on Monday night.
Ooh, that was a really good game.
Yeah, so I thought that was going to be a lot closer than it started out. Starting out, I think the Chargers were up like 2 TDs early on in the game, and I was kind of surprised by that. But late in the game, the Raiders started coming back, and they almost pulled it out. But they ran out of time. They started out too slow. They remind me kind of the old Texans teams where we started out slow in the first half, turned on late in the second half. But overall, that was a good game for a primetime game.
Derek Carr is playing. I said this last week, and I'll say it again. Derek Carr is playing out of his mind.
Yes,
dude is balling this year, and so is Justin Herbert. Herbert, he's looking like the legit deal.
Yeah,
so, Derek Carr, he don't want to get cut next off season. That's what it is. Look, ain't no dead money on the cap, so he don't want to get cut.
Yeah, look, I hope they do cut him. I'll take him in Houston. I'll bring him home.
I'll take him as well.
Bring him home. I think he was an underrated quarterback. I'm gonna have to go with the Arizona Cardinals. They keep surprising me. I mean, they played a tough team. Everybody says, well, they can't do it against a tough team. They played the Rams, who's one of the best NFC teams, and I mean, it wasn't even close. I thought it was gonna be a lot closer. Like you said with the Raiders, I thought it was gonna be a close game, but the Cardinals just ran away with it.
Yeah, they blew them out.
Yeah. And Murray, he's playing out of his mind too, so I know it's week 4, but man, it's exciting to see.
There were some good games. I also thought that Buccaneers game would have been a blowout. I was surprised how close that game was.
That defense came to play, didn't it?
Yeah.
Bill Belichick, man.
Always.
He wasn't trying to lose that one, but
yeah, for sure.
Tom Brady got the upper hand, so
they almost won that game too. They tried a couple of deep shots in the end of the game with AB. One of those balls he dropped. The other one, I guess he couldn't locate it because of the lights, maybe.
Yeah. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like he was lost out there.
Yeah. We had some good games across the league, I thought. So far this season, we had a lot of good games.
Oh yeah, well, most definitely. To turn around, let's go most disappointing games. And we'll start off with you. I can definitely use the Texans on this one. So besides the Texans, which was the most disappointing game?
Man, I think it's Texans by far. But if I was to,
we can't pick that one yet. We're getting there.
Okay. I suppose if I was to choose a different game, I'm thinking I might go with the Rams. I thought the Rams would have came to play against Arizona. I thought it was a really good opportunity for them to show that they are, because I thought they were one of the best teams in the league, definitely the NFC. It was a very convincing loss they had. I mean, I feel like Arizona did whatever they wanted in that game. They won by 2 possessions, but it was really not that close. If you watched it, the Cardinals got whatever they wanted. So, and again, I thought the Rams were one of the best defenses, best teams. So I was kind of surprised at how that game went. So I guess if I said most disappointing, I'd probably pick that game.
Yeah, Arizona didn't make it look like it was a game, if that makes sense. They always were ahead, and it wasn't going to change no matter what. So I see what you're saying there. Crenshaw, what about you? Most disappointing?
I got to go. Well, most disappointing team, I got to go with the Titans. I know you.
That's my boy. That's what I'm talking about.
I know you was without AJ and Julio, but you don't lose to the Jets. It's the Jets, man.
True.
But I mean, I like the loss because it helped us in the division. But
Yeah.
got to go with the Titans, man. They haven't looked the same since they lost to OC over there in Atlanta. So yeah, Titans.
I'm in a group called the AFC South fan battle. And there's a whole bunch of Titan fans trying to say that the Jets were a top 10 defense coming into this game. Yeah, that's why I said, like, come on, guys. Just because they beat you doesn't mean they're top 10 defense.
No,
All right, look, yeah. Just take your L and move on. We do it. We do it every week. So, you know, their offensive it doesn't seem as explosive as last year, but injuries, man. I think they lost 3 linemen that game too. So it's tough. And plus that Mike Vrabel defense showing out this year. Zach Wilson was throwing the ball all over the town. It was nice to see, you know. For mine, I would have to say the Cleveland Brown and my Minnesota Vikings game period. It was just, I thought it was going to be a better offensive showing. It was very it was kind of boring. Turned it off pretty quickly. I turned the Texans game off to turn that on, and I was like, "Oh man, this football is just killing me today." Well, that's a good segue. Let's go with the Texans.
Man, we have to.
Look, I wish I could fast forward, but you know, we gotta go with the ups and gotta go with the downs. And man, this was a horrible down. Went to Buffalo. There, Bills Mafia jumping through tables. 0-40, big O 0, goose egg. Man, it was sad. Anthony, tell me what were your thoughts about it? Are you ready to give up on this quarterback like everybody else is?
Well, the thing is, so I've always kind of thought that this was not the year for Mills, right? We know that Mills the plan was never to start him this season, right? Mills is not ready to start this season. We knew that. Even without Deshaun, I mean, Tyrod has actually played very well this season, right? Mm-hmm. Now, injuries happen, of course. That's part of the game. So because of that, you know, Tyrod gets hurt, which is par for the course for him. He always gets hurt, seems like at some point. So Mills gets thrown into action before he's ready. I think part of this is that coaching staff, Coley doesn't really know what Mills has yet, what he can do. He had a fairly up and down camp preseason. He had some glimpses in Carolina in that game whenever they decided to kind of let it loose and let him do his thing a little bit. But the Bills defense is good, man. I mean, part of it is that. I think, you know, the other part of it is that either your run game is not helping at all. When you got a quarterback who's a rookie, he's not really helping, you know, not really ready yet per se. You know, you got to have a really good run game. You look at a lot of the great quarterbacks in the past, rookie quarterbacks, the first-year starters, they have really good running attack. The Texans right now, I mean, at least in the game last week, where I get the 2 games that Davis Mills has started, Texans are averaging 45 yards rushing per game on 2.6 yards per carry. That's awful. You know what I mean? It's like there's no threat of a play action. You know what I mean? Like your running game is not helping him out at all. You got a rookie quarterback who may be struggling with confidence. You got to get some help him get some easy throws in. The easiest throws, I think, in general, are play action passes. But right now, there's no run threat, so you don't have that at all. And I mean, again, they have a good defense, so the picks are going to come. You know, you're playing from behind also, a few 3-and-outs. Next thing you know, they're up a couple touchdowns. Now you got to air it out, and that's not really the game plan for the Texans to win. So I wasn't really surprised. I mean, the Texans were picked to lose that game by, I think, like 16.
17, yeah.
Not to say that means that they should lose, but I wasn't really surprised by the outcome, I'll just say.
Yeah. Last week, I picked a 31-10 blowout by the Bills. I was close, but I wasn't expecting no
40-0.
You know.
Yeah, no, goose egg.
Yeah. But Crenshaw, what was your take of it?
I mean, it's really ain't nothing to talk about. It was that bad, man. It was that bad. But I just still feel like that. David's just playing too. Well, okay, he's not ready to play right now.
Yeah.
If Tyrod would have stayed a little healthy, it would have been different for him. But the game was nasty. It was wet. They was playing scared on both sides. The quarterback, Tim Kelly, was playing scared. It looked like the Carolina game. He like a deer, with the headlights on. It was just a bad game all the way. I mean, it was like a bad game. I'm not gonna lie. After halftime, I stopped watching it. I stopped watching after halftime. The only plus I could say was the defense. I think in the red zone, 4 times they gave up 4 field goals. It could have been worse than what it was, but of course they're gonna get tired. Once they get tired, it's over with.
Right.
And we could get some drives, get some first down, mix it up, and like Anthony said, no run game. You need the run game to help this rookie quarterback. I don't know what's going on with the running backs, man. We got all these running backs, and it's not working. They need to move Titus back to the right side. This left side, Titus, is not working. Move his ass back to the right side, okay?
I agree with you on that one.
And Scotty, put Scotty in the game. Hey,
he was actually out Sunday.
Could you lose? Yeah, but he's practiced today, so he should be able to play. Put him in the game and see what he can do, because this run game is trash, man.
Well, that's another thing.
It's pissing me off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, another thing is this offensive line is really Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. One week they're really good, and then the next week, I mean, the run game was terrible, but there was like 3 or 4 plays where as soon as they hiked the ball, they were in the backfield getting tackled. The same thing with Mills. As soon as he hiked the ball, he was already running for his life. So it was like I said, one day you're good and one day you're bad. Some either be real bad all week or be real good. I mean, quit being inconsistent.
Up and down, yeah.
Right. And the penalties, man.
Oh, man.
I mean, the first play of the game. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was just going backwards. Now, the one 4th down play everybody was talking about what Cully went for it. I wish he would have did that play on 3rd down. With the tip ball to DJ. I wish he did a play on 3rd down. So I was okay with him going with it on 4th down or whatever, because you need touchdowns, not field goals against Buffalo. But it's one of those games. Hopefully he played better this Sunday.
I agree with you to an extent on that play. With a rookie quarterback, in confidence, you have to have points on the board no matter what. I think you have to go for the easy 3 right there.
But if you're going for, you're showing the team that you got confidence in them. Besides just the rookie quarterback, you're showing them like, hey, we ain't here trying to win. We ain't trying to just.
I agree.
And on the flip side, if you convert on 4th down and you get the rookie quarterback confidence, then Mills has some confidence too. So.
But then if he doesn't, we see what you see what happened. I'm not saying that's the reason why. But because it obviously wasn't. But I mean, I see both sides of the coin, But the thing I want to tell our fans is be patient. Like they want Jeff Driscoll in. Guys, top 3 defense. Right. Top 3 Buffalo Bills was a top 3 defense. He's a rookie quarterback with 10 days with the number 1s. And it was pouring its ass off. And that is right there is mixed for bad for any rookie quarterback. You weren't going. I mean, come on. When I turned to Twitter, I had to turn it off because they wanted Jeff Driscoll. When Jordan Akins fumbled it, he should have passed it to a receiver instead of Jordan Akins. I was like, come on. Not everything's just rookie's fault.
Right.
See, our fans act like we just had success every year.
Right.
They can't just wait. Let us trying to get back to the promised land. And see, this is just my personal opinion, this Crenshaw personal opinion. It's like they want Mills to fail because they don't want him to succeed to shine. And they want him back so bad, but the guy's gone. He ain't coming back. He don't want to be here. But a lot of fans can accept that. Number one, Larry, you can't accept that at all. Golly, I don't know what's wrong with that guy. But the dude is gone. He don't want to be here. But our fans feel like, hey, he might come back one day. No, he's not. He's gone.
Yeah, I have to agree with that, man. I mean, Deshaun, it's very clear that he doesn't want to be, a part of this organization, whatever his reasons are. Nobody really knows. He hasn't said anything publicly, but you got to move on. And it was pretty obvious when we realized that we were going to be playing this season without Deshaun, that the Texans were not going to be a great team. I thought Tyrod played well in the Jacksonville game, even played well in the Cleveland game. I still think if he played that game, Texas would have won. Right, but the reality
I even take it a step further. I honestly believe if he was healthy in the Carolina game, I think that's a W. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, considering how well he's played, how well the offense has looked in general. I mean, Tyrod's not a guy that turns the ball over, and he's got to keep the chains moving. So, you're playing without two starting quarterbacks right now. And you have a rookie who's, again, not ready yet. Doesn't mean he won't be a great QB or a good QB down the line, but right now he's not ready yet. So you're going to have these growing pains. You're going to go through some lumps. Doesn't mean that, you should throw the towel in or that, we got to get Driscoll. I mean, Driscoll won't be any better than Mills, I don't think.
Yeah, it's only been 10 quarters, and people just like, oh, this guy sucks. Okay, look at Daniel Jones in New York. Look at him this year. Before they said he sucked. Now he's a player.
Right.
So
Josh Allen in Buffalo. His first year was terrible.
Rookie year was bad too.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning too.
Peyton Manning, Kirk Cousins. It take a lot of quarterbacks 2 or 3 years, but they want this guy to be good right now. That's not going to happen, man. Just like calm down, It's like, do y'all want us to be good or not be good? Because I can't tell the way y'all talk.
Right.
I know he was hurt half of his rookie year, but Deshaun's rookie year wasn't amazing. It was okay. He had some bad games. He had some good games.
Yeah, he had a lot of turnovers. He had a lot of turnovers and everything.
It's gonna happen as a rookie. You gotta find that game speed. Some pick it up, some don't. So you just gotta be patient. So, but go ahead.
Well, yeah, you gotta have a defense to help you out as well. So when the rookie's not playing good defense, help him out, keep him in the game. But our defense is not the best, but it ain't what it was last year.
Well, I was gonna thanks for the segue because I was gonna say before we jump on, let's talk about this defense. I think it looked good. I mean, especially in the red zone, they could have went up 4 touchdowns on us easily, but they stopped them in the red zone for 3 field goals and a touchdown out of 4 times. And again, the offense wasn't moving, so they were constantly on the field. Now,
38 minutes,
right? So you're right where the defense helps the rookie quarterback, but in this situation, the rookie is hurting the defense. I mean, the whole offense is just killing because they're stopping them. And I mean, they're making some good plays, some good turnovers. Lonnie Johnson, great pick.
Yeah,
Whoa. That ball came right to him.
Well, he right where he's supposed to be. He probably was where he was supposed to be.
We're gonna say Lovey put him in the right spot, but I still don't like Lonnie Johnson as a player.
Look, after that pick, I agree with you. After that pick, I was like, dude, what are you doing? Where are you at? Like, come on. I know you don't want to get beat burnt, but.
And then he had a boneheaded penalty in that game too, if I remember right.
Yep.
The unnecessary roughness. Yeah.
He shoved the tight end after the play, after the out of bounds. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah. I think it was a fumble or something like that, and picked it up. I don't remember, but yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
What are you doing? But my biggest take from the defense was King. King went up to number 1 Diggs, and Diggs only caught 2 balls, targeted 6, caught 2, and only had 38 yards. That's pretty good. I mean,
you could also see Diggs getting frustrated at times during that game. I saw a couple of times Diggs started jawing back and forth and getting in his face.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
And you can also say, with King being on the field, that's the only reason why Diggs finally got some balls caught. Because he was getting tired, he was getting gassed. So Diggs finally broke it. But to me, I think you need to move King to the number 1 spot. I mean, he's shutting down Diggs is a great receiver. So, Crenshaw, what do you think?
I agree. I thought King's better in the slot, But I mean, since we don't have a true number one, I guess he can be number one. He got good speed to keep up with these fly routes and everything. So I agree with it. Hopefully the guy we got from Washington, what's that, Moreland or something like that?
Moreland, yeah. Eric
Yeah,
Moreland.
hopefully he can come in. I've seen he practiced today, so hopefully play Sunday. He can come in and be that, cornerback 2 or cornerback 3, with Mitchell or whatever. But yeah, I agree with Desmond.
And I think Mitchell's still nursing that injury, so hopefully next week he gets
He still
some more
got the
time.
concussion?
And he didn't look good out there, man. He didn't. He looked kind of lost to me, but again, that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seemed like he was Cole Beasley looked like he was eating him up, especially the first couple of drives. Well, let's take this nasty blowout off, and let's jump to next week. We play New England at NRG, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. So, I mean, for some reason, we always have some kind of thing with the Patriots. Bill O'Brien, Nick Caserio. So this is kind of somewhat a big game, especially you don't want to go down 1-4. So
yeah.
Anthony, let's kick it off with you. What's your expectations? What's the prediction of this game?
Yeah, so I think this game is. I mean, I don't think there's a big difference between the Texans and the Patriots. Not a huge difference. I'm not really a big fan of Mac Jones, to be honest. I don't think there's much difference between Mac Jones and Davis Mills, besides the system, the game plan, weapons around him. So personally, I think it's gonna be a close game. Pat's got probably better defense. They certainly have a better run game than we have. That's not saying a lot. But I think this would be a close game. I mean, in my opinion, it's probably decided by one possession.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the line is yet. I don't think they said it this early in the week, but I'm not. To me, it should be a close game.
Close game. So what's the score you predicting?
I'm thinking 21-17 final score.
Okay.
Somewhere like that, yeah.
All right.
21-14 maybe. Probably 21-14. I'll go with that.
All right. Now let's kick it off to you, Crenshaw.
I agree with everything Anthony said. It's just one thing you left out. Bill Belichick against rookie quarterbacks.
That's true.
And I think Mills is going to have a similar game that he had in Buffalo, but with a little bit more passing yards. So I'm expecting another blowout. I'm expecting like maybe a 24 to maybe 7, if we get 7, maybe 9, man. Another blowout, because this guy over the years, when he played a rookie quarterback, he made them look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, look what he did to Zach Wilson early in the year. I mean, this guy had more interceptions than yards. So
that's true.
That's what I'm afraid of right there, man. Bill Belichick. So I think another blowout. I think we go down 1-4, man.
I'm going to opposite of you. I'm going to say we take the W. I don't see the Patriots as a threat. This is the first time in a long time that like last year when we beat them, there was that in back of my mind. It's Bill Belichick. He has the Houston Texans number. No matter what it is, he has the Texans number. We're going to lose. So this year is really the first year. I don't, like Anthony says, I don't trust Mac Jones. I don't. The run game, I'm going to use this term again, is real Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Is the here is not there, and that defense is. I'm not scared of it, especially with no Stephon Gilmore. I mean,
they still got JC over there.
Yeah,
he's pretty good.
He's solid.
Yeah, but who's having
guy.
Right, you're right, but who's having a hell of a year, except for yesterday. Last week.
Cooks.
Oh, Cooks, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
And that also could be a revenge game too, going against his former team, Patriots.
That's true.
And it's also Nick Caserio. You know, it's kind of stepping out of the shadows of daddy. You know, hey, look what I can do. You know,
Yeah,
so
that's a good way to put it.
you know, so I think it's gonna be close, but I got Texans second at 17-10.
Hey, they take it. I love it because I feel like the following week we play the Colts, and I think we could get them, especially Tyrod, to be back. So I'll take it. And we're on a one game out of the division as well. I definitely will take it.
Yeah, I don't see us being, you know, division winners or playoffs on the doorsteps. But
I don't see it either. But this division is not good.
This year is weak. Yeah,
I was about to say injuries has hit the whole division, and it's hit the worst. It's hit worse for the other teams, the Colts, the Titans.
Yeah,
Colts
eight wins might win this division this year. 8 wins.
8 wins, you think?
8 wins. A losing record is going to win this division this year.
Wow.
A losing record. 8-9. That's
And
how
you
bad
know,
it is.
you know, I would say the injuries is the reason why Jacksonville's losing, but it looks like Urban Meyer getting his butthole played with. You know. I think that's why they're losing. Right. Him and Deshaun should link up, man.
Man.
You know, guys, it's been great,
man. He thinking with the wrong head right now.
right, dude. I tell you that. Ever since they signed that guy, it's been nothing but bad news. I feel sorry for the Jags, you know, because it looks like they finally got their quarterback, but now just their head coach.
Head coach and a bad first round pick. You picked the running back. You already had a running back. So
James Robinson's killing it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you could have got a line to help protect that quarterback, because if they don't, man, it's gonna be another David Carr quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Before we go, you know, our network TPPN, the Pigskin Podcast Network, is brought to you by DraftKings. Everyone can play for huge cash prizes all season long with DraftKings Daily Sports Contest. Download DraftKings Sports app now. Use the promo code TPPN. Throw down $1 on any NFL game and win $150 in free bets. As the official betting partner of the NFL. Anthony, man, again, thank you for coming on.
Hold on. Before you get into things, hold on. I got to ask Anthony a question.
What we got?
Since we got you for a couple more minutes. Tell me what you think of last night Rockets game.
Oh man, I actually was surprised by KPJ. More so because of the 3-point shooting. He struggled last year from 3, but you know, he was kind of letting them fly with confidence. He took 10 threes. He made 50% of them. Again, that was kind of a weaker area for him. I thought he played smooth. You know, he was our leading scorer for the game, but it was all high efficiency. Jalen Green struggled a little bit, but I kind of respect that. You know, he's a rookie. It's gonna be some highs and lows where he's trying to kind of find in his rhythm. You know,
I think he should attack the basket a lot more.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like what I saw from Josh Christopher. He came in the game late. I wish he would have came in a little earlier.
Yeah, he came in, gave him that fourth quarter run and everything.
Yeah, I mean, he hit 3 threes, and that was really kind of the question mark about him was his 3-point shooting, his outside shooting, you know. So that was a bright spot as well. Overall, I thought the Rockets played really good. I mean, it felt like it was like a playoff game almost. It was a preseason game.
It was a lot of energy. They missed a lot of free throws.
60%, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to the season, and I don't know how Steven is going to rotate these guys because he got too much talent. A lot of those guys had to go to the G League because, I mean, Josh, he needs to play, but I don't know if he's going to get any minutes with Eric Gordon there.
Yeah, I mean, I think most of the Rockets rookies, definitely Garuba, he's going to be in the G League this season with the Vipers. I also think Christopher is going to be in the G League a lot. I even think Sengun is going to get a lot of burn in the G League as well.
Okay.
This season, you know, which I think will be good for them. But, you know, people – so the thing is, people haven't picked to win like 20 games. I think it's so outrageous because to me, that's a play-in team. And I know a lot of the fans aren't happy to hear that. They, in their mind, this just tank get the first pick. That's not how that works, man. Last year they weren't trying to tank; they just had a lot of injuries.
A lot of injuries. Yeah.
And then when we saw how those losses weighed on Steven Stallings last season, man, I do not want that again for him this year. I do not.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's smiling now. His J's still popping.
He got the J's. It's always a force, though, man. Always a force.
Yeah. He love them folks.
And plus, there's still that John Wall trade, and
Yeah.
maybe they can move Eric Gordon. I know he has a big contract, but
I think both those guys probably will get moved. Wall's harder, obviously, because it's contract, but there's no deal in the NBA that's untradeable anymore.
Yeah.
We've seen that.
For sure.
Hopefully it's not a Ben Simmons trade, because I don't want that guy nowhere near the Rockets.
You don't want him?
No, God, no. Talk about can't suit. Ugh.
See, to me, it depends on the asking price, man. If you can get Ben Simmons for a John Wall, maybe the Bucks pick and the Nets pick, to me, that's worth it. But they would never do that trade. Daryl Morey was a lot.
Yeah. I can't wait for basketball season either, but
oh yeah,
I'm more excited for the Astros to win another World Series. So,
oh yeah.
I'll be tuned in tomorrow for that.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
I'm so glad the Yankees lost. It makes me happy.
Oh man,
now,
the world's a better place when the Yankees lose. The world's a better place, man.
Right now, if the Cardinals can beat the Dodgers, my week is made. Like,
yes.
I don't even care about the Texans winning. If they don't make it to the World Series, I'm good. So,
it's 1-1 right now.
There you go. Yeah, I've been checking my phone here and there. All right. Well, Anthony, before we sign off, tell the folks where we can find you at.
You can find me on Twitter at @A_Duckett, and on IG at Antho Duckett.
Okay. And you got any stuff coming up that we can look out for?
No, I still kind of been figuring out kind of what I want to. I want to first kind of get over a better assessment of the Rockets before I pump anything out. But typically, I'm on Space City Scoop. There's a good chance I might be getting back on Toro Times, writing for the Texans again. I haven't done that in a couple of years. I think, I got a little bit more of a passion about it now because everybody's kind of writing them off, and I think some of the takes I've seen are kind of outrageous. So at some point, I'll start writing for them again. But for now, it's just the Rockets at Space City.
Oh, awesome, man. Well, you're welcome here anytime you want, man. It's been great.
I appreciate it.
Especially shooting the shit about the Rockets. We're big Rocket fans as well. So,
oh yeah,
I appreciate it.
Crenshaw, where can we find you at?
You can find me at Fifth Ward Crenshaw, Instagram and Twitter. They know me by Crenshaw on now.
There you go. Well, this name fits the Texans perfectly this week. You can find me at Sadden Texans fan. I'm not on Instagram because I don't take pictures. But find me on Facebook, Matthew Briggs, and you can find the podcast at Texan Fan Battle everywhere. Just type it in Facebook. You can find our podcast on every major platform. Hell, you can say, Alexa, play the Texan Fan Battle podcast, and it'll pop up for you.
It'll pop up.
So, yes, sir. So till next week, hopefully we're talking a W. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.